So it's now Wednesday. I wrapped up studying the movement of twos, um, I guess on Sunday, and I started studying how prices interact at the overnight highs and lows as soon as the day opens. And at first I was sort of a little bit uncertain whether there would be enough to learn there, because it seems like it'd be pretty basic. You just look at it and you say, hey, what did the prices do? If they close above, what happens? But as I kept going, it's like the layers just kept getting deeper and deeper. So, for example, I've been thinking about, hey, if congestion forms far away from the EMA after it breaks an overnight high or low, does that signal strength or weakness? And that sort of stuff. So that sort of got me thinking about how in trading there's sort of two levels of infinity, I guess. The first is just how many concepts there are on the chart and how much there is to learn. And each concept, it seems, has an infinite amount of layers that you can learn about. So whenever I'm studying these overnight highs and lows and how prices react there, as soon as I start delving into one question, I have about 5 more that I can go and look and study. And each one of those takes a lot of time. So it really seems like it's basically infinite in what you're able to learn on this chart. And I haven't even scratched the surface of all the concepts that there are. And the more that I learn, the more that become uncovered. And they're all sort of interwoven too. So the concepts that I was studying these past few weeks, I'm using those to sort of understand what's going on in terms of how prices are reacting at these overnight highs and lows. So that's sort of the first level of infinity on the chart. And the second one is how prices move following the same sort of rules or laws on every single time scale. So I'm trading on a 2000 tick, but if I move to a 3000 tick, it will look the same as far as the rules and everything play out. And it's crazy to me to know that all of these are playing out at the same time and they all make sense according to the rules. So I can go to a 1-day chart, a 1-week chart, a 2000 tick, a 20 tick, it doesn't even matter. They're all going to sort of make sense, and they're all of these concepts and such are going to be at play on all of these time frames, which is just really cool. Trying to think about what else I want to talk about. Yeah, so another thing is, I guess, how all of your lifestyle sort of plays into your performance trading. It's not just an activity, it truly is a lifestyle. And it reminds me of a sport that I used to do a lot. It's sort of a weird sport. It's called tricking. It's like gymnastics mixed with martial arts, mixed with a little bit of breakdancing. So super weird, and it's super hard to learn, super hard on your body. It's very similar in the learning process, where I had to break everything down to these fundamental concepts. And where I was going with this is, whenever I was actually getting better, I had to give up a large portion of my life to getting better. And that wasn't just practicing a lot. It was, after I'd practice, I would watch videos of other people. I would go back and watch videos of myself. I would try and, even after I was done, break things down as small as I can to see what was I doing right and wrong. And the actual practicing, the actual sessions that I had were a small piece of actually getting better. And I was spending multiple hours outside of just practicing to get better. And that was exercising, doing conditioning outside of it, that was stretching, using muscle rollers, all that sort of deal. And it kind of worked out a little bit, because I ended up breaking my collarbone twice. It's funny to hear myself say that worked out, but that sort of led to me taking trading really seriously and making those same sacrifices for trading. Because obviously I couldn't really do any sports, so I sort of changed around my whole entire life and schedule to fit trading. And I found that it was, I guess, my second real passion, I guess, which is just really awesome. And recently, and I guess what sort of made me think about this is I haven't been meditating as much recently, and that's something that I usually do every day. And I've noticed that during the trading day, my mind wanders a lot more, and that's sort of unsurprising. But then, the dominoes keep falling, and I've been having trouble sleeping too, because whenever I lie down to go to bed, I'll still be running through a bunch of trading concepts or something else from the day. And then, the dominoes keep on falling, and so I wake up tired, and then it's harder for me to focus. And it's crazy to see how just one habit like that, it takes me maybe 20 minutes a day, maybe less, can have such a large impact. So it's just super important, I think, to keep everything in your life sort of connected and, on track, I guess, to be successful at this. So yeah, I guess the last thing that I sort of wanted to mention was that I keep hearing, so I listen to these soapboxes of Max. I follow Max price action trading system, and I listen to these soapboxes all the time. And I was listening to one today, and I heard Max say that, about 10% of day traders make it. And I've heard this before from other people, but it got me thinking that 10% is actually pretty good. If you think about it, what percentage of people make it to the NBA or any professional sport for that matter? What percentage of people graduate college? It's probably not that high. But especially going back to the sports example, it's like, less than 1% that make it to the professional level in their sport. And if the statistic is truly 10%, that's pretty good. And I think that the way to think about that is that you need to work as hard as that 10%. So, and to be honest, I don't think most people are working all that hard. So in a way, it's sort of it makes me think two ways, I guess. Either, work super hard and be in that 10%, or view it as, I'm already working pretty dang hard, and I'm probably already in that top 10% of people. So it's really only a matter of time. I don't think there's a problem viewing it, I guess, either way. The second way, maybe it'll make me get lazy, but I don't know. I'd be interested to see if those statistics are actually true and who came up with those. Because if it is truly 10%, that's pretty good. I think I can do it.